Hey there, today I made Deepwoken's Trial of One 100 times harder. For those who don't know what Trial of One is, it's a dungeon you can only enter at Power 1 and complete up to 9 stages and earn points as a reward that allows you to quickly skip the first part of progression. But there is one major problem with it, and that problem is Trial of One is too easy. Trial of One is challenging for new players and takes a while to learn, but for experienced players it's really easy. But I saw a video by Simon where he flawlessed it, obviously being a lot harder than just beating it normally. So I decided to do it too, but make it even harder. I decided that I could only use Stiletto and would use all Echo modifiers. Firstly, let me explain why this makes it way harder. Battle Axe is by far the best weapon for Trial of One, but Stiletto is way worse. Try it yourself to see just how much worse it is. As for why all Echo modifiers is so annoying, it's due to one modifier in particular called Destined, which picks my talents and mantras at random, meaning I can't go for a specific build to help me avoid taking damage. Specifically, insta-killing angels and using a counter for the second parry check like Simon did. I would have to be lucky to roll a mantra like Tornado to insta-kill the angels, and then even luckier to roll Prediction, as well as the successive Prediction talent to counter the second parry check entirely without having to parry even once. So, let me show you how I managed to flawless it anyway. Okay, so no particular trick for the first stage, except for one trick I learned from Simon's video, where you should parry every 0.2 seconds when the parry check is fastest. It's really just learning the rhythm and practicing over and over again. The shark code is just experience again, really easy to flawless if you know its patterns. And for anyone wondering, I set it up so I could redo these attempts insanely fast. As soon as I got hit, I would let myself die, getting sent straight to fragments, where I would quickly wipe and respawn, and all I had to do to try again was enable all modifiers, set my origin, change my name, and then I could do another attempt in only about 30 seconds, which allowed me to do attempts insanely fast to complete this. Okay, back to the challenge. John Gollum's nothing interesting, just patterns, and run for my life when he does his spinning attack. And eventually he will die, even if it does take some time with Stiletto. Okay, so at that point, things are getting quite serious. And Thresher is our last stage for the easy starting stages. Thresher is a purely pattern-based challenge, and although hard for a lot of new players to learn, eventually it becomes second nature to flawless Threshers, and just spamming my crit is enough to kill him relatively quick. After Threshers comes one of the hardest stages in the entire thing, the Angels. And the reason they are so hard is due to the gaze mantra that they use that actually does do damage, and it's ridiculously hard to avoid. In one run I avoided all the angel swings, but only got hit by gaze, and well, of course that is a fail because I got hit, even though I simply got unlucky. That's why angels are so annoying for this challenge. The easiest way to counter this is with mantras such as Tornado that can insta-kill them. But I did have one trick up my sleeve. I had gone for 20 Gale at the start to hope I get lucky with the Destined Echo modifier and roll a mantra that can insta-kill them. Getting Tornado, which is by far the best mantra for insta-killing them, would have been the best and help with other stages too. Of course, this meant any run I didn't get an insta-kill mantra, I would have to retry, but it was the only way I could get past Angel's gaze. But I did manage to eventually get Twister Kicked at random, and Twister Kicked is one of the mantras that can insta-kill Angel. However, I messed up my insta-kill and one Angel used gaze, but I managed to parry it successfully, flawlessing the Angels. After the Angels, I rolled Tornado and could then use it on the rest of the stages, like Enforcer, which was very easy since you will learn to fight them from Depth Trial, so flawlessing the Enforcer was no problem at all. But now things were getting serious. There was only 3 stages left, and they were a challenge. The next stage was Stone Knight, which took insanely long with Stiletto, so I'll speed it up. Stone Knight can be really annoying, but if you take it slow and careful, then there should be no real problem to get past it consistently. It just takes a while. The next is probably the hardest thing in the entire challenge, requiring perfect parry timing of 0.2 seconds, and with enough luck, you'll be able to flawless the hardest parry check in all of Trial of One. Then it's time for the final stage, an Alpha Sharko and a parry check at the same time. After all of this, a simple mistake could be the end. Yeah, that was anticlimactic. The Alpha Sharko died instantly to Tornado. If I didn't manage to get you to subscribe after all I did, then I don't know what will. Bye!